So next up, that's why I'm kind of up here. I wanted you guys, to focus on me here and understand some of the stuff I'm gonna say. So it's not something I like to do, it's not something I usually do, but we're gonna talk some politics here tonight. Okay? Um, I promise you, I'm not gonna bash either side. I'm not gonna say nothing negative about either side. I'm gonna lay out where the union is wanting you to vote one way or the other, not this, but the UA, the International Union, where they are. I know this is gonna trigger some guys, it's gonna tick some guys off, but we gotta do it. So it needs to get out to the membership, it needs to be talked about. So first off, I'm not trying to change your opinion on who to vote for. Let's get that out there right now. If you have a decision already, you made that decision, that's your personal decision and you run with that decision, right? I'm looking at the people who have not made a decision in this membership. The people who hate both candidates and are like, can't stand either one of them. You are the people that I really want you to think about some of this stuff. I want you to take the time to look at the issues that the UA and Local 400 are concerned with and make a decision based off that. I feel like anyone who falls in that group, then you should, and you don't know yet, then you should really think about voting the way you're gonna protect your work and you're gonna protect other workers and you're gonna protect what this union stands for. So first thing I was gonna bring up, ABC contractors. ABC is the Allied Building Construction, right? They're the non-union entity of what we do. They are across the board against everything we stand for. They're against data statement. They're against PLAs. They're against prevailing wage. They have nothing good for us. They stand nothing good for us. Why would we want to align ourselves with them? Why? So that people ask, how can UA support the way they're supporting? How can they support what the ABC wants us to do, right? Think about that. Look into the ABC. Understand what they stand for and what we stand for and how that should mean something to you. In the Fox Valley here, we set the wage rates. The Local 400 sets the wage rates. The ABC comes to our wage rates and they have to come to our wage rates if they want to keep anybody. They don't come to our wage rates, they're not gonna have employees. If we don't have the worker laws and the rules that we want and push for and advocate for, if those get taken away from us, the ABC is gonna be the one setting our here around here, not us. Keep it in mind. This ain't scare tactics, this is reality, folks. Next up, I just want to talk about the man hours that Local 400 has done over the last since 2016, the last 8 years. You're gonna see it's pretty much flat. 2016, 3.35 million man hours. 2017, 3.1. 2018, 3.1. 2019, 2.9. 2020, just over 3 million, shade over 3 million. 2021, right after COVID, right? 2.7, we had a rough year. 2022, 3.2 million. 2023, 3.4 million. 2024, right now we got 2.45 million. We're on pace, and I did this as a conservative. You know, we've been averaging, and the E-board guys can tell you, we've been averaging about 300,000 man hours a month, maybe a little more than 300,000. I did it at 275,000 man hours. That will put us on pace for about 3.6 million man hours this year. The hours have continued to go up over the last 3 years because of the CHIP Act, the Build Back Better plan, and the infrastructure bill. If those bills go away, we will see a reduction in man hours here. And a reduction in man hours is gonna be lower wages. We're gonna be back to the 80 centers, the 75 centers that we fought through in the early 2000s. A lot of us out there can remember it sucked. And then you're putting, what, 60 cents to the health insurance and so forth. Right now, we don't have any real big jobs going in the local. We have a ton of fabrication. And that fabrication is what's keeping us where these lost hours are coming from, and how we're keeping up with the 3.5, 3.6 million man hours rate. If we lose the CHIP Act, there's 600,000 man hours that are supposed to be come to this local that will be gone. They will be gone, flat out, I'll tell you right now. If they take away the David Bacon Act of any sort, those hours are gonna be gone. Next, I was gonna bring up the PRO Act. I mean, how many people actually know what the PRO Act is? You know, I mean, seriously, who's taking the time to look at it? It's, what the PRO Act, it's a proposed bill that will amend the rights to all workers that organize that and give them the right to organize into unions. And to collectively bargain for working condition and wages. It's also in that act, it's gonna help weaken the 27 states, right to work that we have, the legislation that we have right to work. It'll help weaken it federally. So basically what that means, the ability, that would give us the ability to block non-qualified, non-members from just signing our books and wanting us to put them to work and having your records set up. So that's what the right to work does. Fortunately, we're a strong membership. We haven't had anybody do that, but it can happen. So that PRO Act is going to help that kind of thing. So I'm not here saying I'm the end all stop all and you need to listen to me. But you guys elected me because you know I'm not afraid to kick my neck out there. I'm not afraid to stand up for what I believe is right for you guys. I could be an absolute butthole, and I'm not afraid to do it for this local. So that's why I'm trying to talk about this. Someone's got to talk about it. Someone's got to get this out there too. It sucks. I don't like to be that guy, especially with Paul. It's got to happen. I know we're completely split as a local. We got our diehard Trumps, we got our diehard Harris, and we got this group in the middle that are just like, let's hurry to get this damn thing over with, right? Let's get this election and let's keep pushing forward, right? One of the main things I want to get out is that I read these Facebook fights and arguments. Okay, it's ridiculous. But we're end of the line. We're all members of this local, and we need to stick together through this local, whether you're left or right. Okay, have a beer. Quit getting into those things. It's not doing anybody good. You're not going to change somebody on the right line. You're not going to change somebody that's too far left line. It is what it is, guys. So let's just move on from it. Let's stay away from it. Let's do what's right for this local. And then what else do I want to talk about here? Gotta read my notes here. Sorry. Oh. After this election is done, I'll tell you right now, another thing is that right now in today's day and age, just voting isn't going to be enough. So you need to start thinking about writing letters and emails to the politicians. We got these people that are super far left that allowing this open border, allowing boys to go play girls sports, right? We need to write letters to them, tell them this is ridiculous. We don't want that. We need to be active and say something. We got these people on the right who think David Bacon is no good for us. We need to write letters. If Trump wins, those letters need to go out there. We need to be active. We need to start fixing this so that we can get it more center based. The unions strive in the middle. We don't strive out on the left. We don't strive out on the right. The left doesn't want to build. They want to bring anybody in and let them work, whether they're American citizens or not, right? The right, they don't want unions. They want higher profits for the businesses. We gotta get it back to the middle, and just voting isn't gonna do that anymore. You need to be proactive and start writing letters. And if you want to know how to do it, all you gotta do is come up here to any one of us on one of your days or in the evening, and we'll tell you how to do it. It's gotta start happening. If we're gonna fix this. As I said with the coal plant, I made that promise that that's gonna be down the middle locally. And I've kept that promise. It will save down the middle locally. But they need to be supporters of us, of unions. And if they're not, then we're not gonna give them money and support them just because they're an R or a D. We need to make sure that they are for this union and our rights. I guess that's really all I got, unless somebody has any questions for me. I really think we need to, if you can't stand either candidate, you need to look at these issues and make a decision based off those issues. If you are undecided, you need to look at it. If you're locked in, hey, good for you. You made your decision and you're still our brother or sister either way. Just really think about it. Think about what this union means to you, what it means to your family, what it means to your paycheck before you go and cast the vote. So, all right, that's all I got.